Hello, this is Seewing Yee once again. This is from the Yee Real Estate Network, and I'd like to make this presentation. Buffalo, New York, best kept secret, and absolutely the highest cash flow real estate market in the country. Anyway, by the way, we will interview on a video sometime in the coming week the owner and founder of this Buffalo turnkey property company. So anyway, meanwhile, they are our affiliate partner from Buffalo. They are the leading real estate company in the Buffalo area, Niagara Falls areas for almost 30 years. And they also have their own in-house property management located in Buffalo. And they also sell the neighboring Niagara Falls market, and that Niagara Falls market have another property management company. So they pretty much have the market corner. They are very ethical. They are very successful, have a tremendous track record, and they rated AAA in the local Better Business Bureau for whatever that's worth. All right, so yeah, this is I've never been so excited in recent years about what's happening here in Buffalo. So I'm so glad, and you guys are so fortunate and blessed that I have this research capability. I'm always one step ahead of the game in terms of where to go for the next market, next real estate market. I'm way ahead of the ball game among everybody out there in the whole industry. So that is truly what's happening. All right. So again, you guys are very fortunate to be part of my network and have the opportunities to participate in this kind of opportunities ahead of the game, ahead of the market, ahead of the real estate cycle, if you will. So here is my definitive statement, and I will say it slowly. Buffalo currently has the highest cash flow, cap rates, cash on cash returns, and total ROIs in the country, bar none. Okay, uh, none of you can challenge me on that. Okay, I assure you. So don't even try. Just trust me. Okay, trust the process. Anyhow, so let me share with you how this system works. Okay, they are my Buffalo providers are us. Obviously, it's very busy. Okay, they I mean they're so busy. So in any given moment, they have about 100 properties in their personal portfolio in various stages of due diligence and rehabs. Each month, they typically purchase about 30 homes from local auctions, banks, resellers, etc. Therefore, they sell about 30 homes each month to typical people like us, investment clubs, investors from all over the US, savvy investors that is, and overseas buyers from Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada, China, South America, etc. And most of these homes are sold for cash, although they do accept financing. So it seems like several times a month that they're telling me that groups of investors they fly into the Buffalo area to tour the neighborhoods and their available properties. Oftentimes, right afterwards, they before they leave, a day later or 2 days later, they snatch three or four of those available inventory at a time for all cash. So that's how the game is played. Consequently, there are always more buyers than available inventory for my affiliate partner, my Buffalo turnkey providers. Okay, so they are, like I said, they target the Buffalo and Niagara Falls area. It's a very hot market. It's a very good rental market, and the vacancies are extremely low, 2 or 3%, something like that. Okay, so this particular week we have four properties. Two of them are is single family homes, and two of them are duplexes. But I'll go over the pro forma momentarily. But suffice to say, there's homes as low as 35K for single family homes and $60,000 for duplexes. All these homes are turned up, handpicked, of course, by our Buffalo affiliate partner, and they're located in very good neighborhoods. And the renters typically stay at their homes at least 2 years at a time. Some of the tenants stay in their houses for years. All right. Sometimes they do accept Section 8 tenants. If you, some of you may know what that means, but most of the time, most of the tenants are hardworking, blue collar tenants that have good jobs, and they tell me the Keith, the owner, he tells me that each time their property management put the house for rent to be rented, they have about 30 applications. Think about that. So they do their best to get the best quality tenants, and they usually do. They have a great property management because they know the local market so well. Having they all grew up, they were raised and grew up in Buffalo. Okay, it's a family business. Father and son and relatives and friends are part of the staff that runs this very efficient turnkey operation, and they run it for years, so they know what they're doing. All right, they are very reputable, very ethical, and very honest, clearly. All right, that's without said. Let me see what else. Yeah, all the homes are completely rehab, and most of them are already rented. But sometimes I have trouble getting all the pictures for each property. They are, they're so busy doing so many things. My partners in there. But the bottom line is you have to get a loan pre-approval first before you talk to me. And if you want to buy in cash, show me the proof of funds. Email me your bank statement or your brokerage statements indicating the cash available. They'll pull the trigger right away. And I'm not kidding when I say this. All these home, when I put my inventory like today into our investor database, such as you guys, they are sold within 24 to 48 hours, no exceptions, right? So if you're interested to go on further, of course, contact me by email, text, or phone call for our all important initial consultation, and so I can do my stringent pre-screening process, and then I can prepare you. Then once you're ready to go, once you have all your ducks in order, if you will, like your IRA available, loan approval, and you can do financing, of course, which is tremendous leverage. And yeah, so then I'll once I put you in touch with my affiliate partner Keith and his staff, or then you're ready to go within a few hours. Okay, no time to waste, right? And of course, critically, I use the the loan agent Richard Advani and his very large staff to do financing. So go to him first, and of course, self-directed IRA. Many of you have a lot of IRAs or previous employer 401k as well, right? And you can contact Mr. Brian Davis, my self-directed IRA custodian. So that's a critical first step for IRA retirement buyers. All right, so let me go through. So finally, let me go through the pro forma again, very briefly. All right, so you can on your own do it. So the first property is a $38,000 all cash purchase, and very simple. This $38,000 property ready to be sold now is 1,920 square foot. I'm not sure exactly I think 3 bedroom, 1 bath, something like that. It rents for $700 already pre-leased, as I said, and then minus all the expenses, taxes, insurance, property management fee, whatever. So the total expense is $261. I even incorporated the 5% vacancy factor and the 5% maintenance and upkeep out-of-pocket costs as well. So these numbers are fairly realistic, and obviously $700 monthly rent at purchase price of only 38,000, all cash or self-directed IRA, buyers only. Any kind of properties that are typically under and around 55,000 cannot be financed. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So rent to value ratio is outstanding, 1.8%. Typically is 1% or slightly less is the benchmark. So the cash flow is extremely high relatively to the benchmark. And the cap rate, once again, 12.8%, which is amazing, right? You know how to calculate cap rate, right? Your total annual gross operating income, which is your rent, annual rent minus annual expenses, right here, equals, right, equals your net operating income divided by the purchase price equals your cap rate, 12.8%. If the cap rate is 6% or higher, you pretty much have a cash flow. But in this case, your cap rate is 12.8%, so your net cash flow is extremely very significant. So at the end of the day, your net cash flow is a whopping $408 per month, and per year, almost you're gonna generate almost $5,000 of net cash flow. Okay, that is the beginning of your retirement or your portfolio income. All right, so this is the first property, and let me see, first year performance. So let's go through another property here. The second property, another single family home ready to sell, located in 202 Hagen Street. This single family home is $59,500 and it's at 1,253 square foot. Anyway, this property you can purchase all cash as well as financing. So this is a projecting, I'm projecting 25% down financing because, well, that's the way it is. Anyway, the gross rent is $1,000 per month, which is, and the purchase price $59,000. So you can clearly tell the rent to value ratio is extremely attractive. So here are the property taxes. So gross rent minus gross expenses, very simple, right? Monthly net cash flow is another whopping $458. And 1.7% rate to value ratio, and cap rate is 13.8%. Cash on cash return is 31% because you're leveraging your investment with 25% down payment, right? So is it amazing? It's amazing. So cash on cash return in this case is 31%. You know how to calculate cash on cash return? Is your annual net cash flow, which in this case $5,495, divided by your down payment, which is 17,875, equal 31%. That means it takes about a little bit more than 3 years of to recoup your down payment. Okay, so the first year is 31% projection. That means out of your down payment, 1/3 of them already trigger in the first year return, and 2 more years of this return, then all your money will be captured. So that's a whopping cash on cash return. All right, so almost $6,000 annual net cash flow. The way you think about it is, again, each property you buy, if you calculate the annual cash flow, you're getting very, very close to achieving total retirement with your passive income to potentially replace your so-called job. All right. Acceleration to your financial freedom quicker than any other means, in my opinion. All right, so let's go through the third property. This is the next two property is a duplex. All right, this duplex only costs 78,500, 2,024 square foot. That means 1,000 square foot per unit per side, right? So I think you should have at least 3 bedroom, 1 bath per side per unit on this 2-unit duplex. All right, that's how it goes. And so so you put 25% down payment as usual, because anything duplex or higher, you have to put 25% down payment to do financing. All right, and the rent is very very good as well, $1,375 per month, and you minus your property taxes, your mortgage, uh, the property management fee at 10%, and 5% maintenance factor, 5% vacancy factor. So it's a very realistic projection, as I said. So with this amazing leverage, and also the rent to value ratio is 1.8%. The cap rate is 13.9%. Amazing, amazing. I just You're like a kid on a candy store. You know what I mean? These kind of homes are so good, high quality, will last you for a long time. Of course, you have to factor into rehabs and maintenance cost over time. But in a good rental market, excellent tenant, great property management, what can you ask for? So the monthly cash flow on this duplex is $607, right? Amazing. So net annual cash flow projection to be 7,285. All right, so very, very good. So outstanding, very below market duplex. You're not going to find $70,000 duplex, 78,000 renting for this monthly amount anywhere in the country. Okay, you don't even bother to do your research. Okay, because I have all the research all cornered. And last but not least, this is the fourth and final property. This is a duplex, once again, located in Niagara Falls area, Tonawanda, New York. Anyway, the total square footage is 2,093 on both sides, $102,500. All right, and the rent is $1,350. All right, on both sides. By the way, all right, just keep that in mind. This is a 25% down payment minus all the expenses, as you can see here clearly. All right, and then the rent to value ratio is 1.3. No, not bad. The cap rate is almost 12%. And cash on cash return is 25% on first year. If this cash on cash return continue to have 25% in second and third year and fourth year, 4 years later, the cash on cash return on an annual basis will equal to your at risk down payment of 30 grand, right? So net cash flow is very good, $624, and your annual cash flow is $7,489, right? It's that simple, very easy, don't you think? All right, that's all I have to say. That's pretty much my presentation. And again, once a week, I will have, few properties available. But I have to fight tooth and nail to convince my Buffalo provider, affiliate partner, to provide me with these several inventories per week, because he has repeat buyers from that have done business with his company for a while, and they usually get the priority of new inventory. So when because everybody's pouncing on this market, they have a good reputation. My affiliate partner, and they sell their homes very very quickly within 24 to 48 hours. But I'm giving our network, our investors, a chance to do some of your own research in advance before you talk to me and get your paperwork in order, as I stated. Then once you talk with me for a couple of hours, whatever, or for a couple of days, and then when you are mentally, physically, spiritually ready, then I will put you in touch with Keith Kanazi and his team. So they are very very busy. Uh, Once you can contact with them, it only take them a few minutes to write up the contract, to have you pick the property, answer a couple of questions, and that's pretty much it. They have very little time. They have no time to answer 1,000 questions, or even 100 questions, or even 10 questions. When I send you to him, to their group, you guys are ready. You better be ready. Otherwise, you know what I mean. All right. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much. This is a very exciting opportunity, but I know some of you are not going to do it. That's fine. You're not going to call me. That's fine. I have no time to deal with people who are not interested. So if you are highly motivated, see the value of what we do, trust our process, our system, and your chances of achieving success is very high, and the risk, in my opinion, to buy out-of-state turnkey properties and in my market, in any of the markets that I'm presenting, or especially in Buffalo, is very minimal as long as you use the right team, which we are. And the so short term and long term, Buffalo is an outstanding market. You can do very well with cash flow. So it has been proven, and that's the bottom line. Okay, thank you so much. This is Seewing Yee. Thanks for listening, and I'll wait for your next step. Right? Email me, call me, text me, and have your pre-approval ready to go, and have your IRA paperwork. Self-directed IRA already done with Brian Davis, my self-directed IRA custodian. Then we'll pull the trigger together, and you'll be a happy camper and so forth. All right. Thank you so much. This is Seewing Yee. Have a nice day. Goodbye.